Hello guys, my name is Aditya and today we are back with another video, the third video of data visualization using Seaborn library in Python. So in the previous videos we have covered these 4 points, okay, and today we'll just be covering this fifth point. These all the 4 points were based on continuous data plotting, but this fifth point is based on categorical data plotting, okay. So let us see how we can plot the categorical variables. So before that, let me just get the data. Let me run this cell and let me get the data from here. We'll not be dropping the species column as we need it, so I will not be running this cell, okay. And after that, directly let's jump to here, okay. So we'll be working with swarm plot, box plot, and violin plot, okay. So this is the third video. If you've not watched the other two videos, you can watch it later. I'll give the description. I'll give the link of this whole playlist here, okay, so you can watch it later. First watch this, and also the description of this iris dataset that we are working with. The link for this iris dataset will be given in the description below, so download it and try along with me, okay. So swarm plot, let us see how we can do swarm plot. SNS dot swarm plot. In the x-axis we want a categorical variable, okay. So dataset is the data that is the variable that has stored whatever data we have read from the CSV file, okay. And we want the species column. So the dataset, if by chance you guys have forgot, this is how the dataset looks like. It has sepal length, sepal width, petal length, petal width, and these are all continuous variables, okay. And this is the only categorical variable we have, that is species. It has three values: iris setosa, iris virginica, and iris versicolor. It has one that is the data set has 150 rows. Now x, we have a categorical variable on the x-axis, and see, we need to have a continuous variable on the y-axis, because plotting between two categorical variables has no meaning. There must be a continuous variable. It means there must be some numbers that we're plotting, right? Plotting two categorical variables has no meaning. Think about it, why, okay. Now let's plot this. In y we can keep data set dot sepal length, okay. So if I run this cell, then such kind of output comes out. Like for iris setosa, the sepal length varies from nearly 4 to below 6, okay. For iris versicolor, it is nearly from 5 to nearly 7.2 or 7.3. And this is an outlier. Obviously this is an outlier, okay. So we can consider it to be from 5 point, let's say 6 to nearly 8, okay. So this is for iris virginica. This is how we can view it. Now see, but this is if you just view this, you can see that the majority of the data falls in this section, right? For this iris setosa, here the majority of the data falls in this section, and here the majority of the data can be said that it falls in this section, okay. So what if you want to visualize in a better way? So to visualize this in a better way, we can use box plot. SNS dot box plot, okay. It will show where is the mean of the data and what is the minimum, what is the maximum. It will show everything. Let me just copy this thing. So this is how the box plot looks like. See, this is an outlier. So the minimum is at around between 5.5 to 6, as it is here, right? The maximum is at 8, around 8. This is the 25% data, this is the 50% data, and this is the 75% data. This is the maximum, that is 100% data, okay. And this is 0%. So data can be classified in this way. Similarly, it follows this thing: 0%, 25%, 50%, 75%, and 100%. So what if we want to combine these two plots? See, these two plots can be combined and visualized in a better way. So let me just copy this and let me just paste it here, and let me just copy this again and let me just paste it below. So see, right? So let me just say that I want its color to be white. Not much good, but okay, let me just do black. Okay, now a little bit better, right? So this is how you can visualize both the swarm plot and box plot together. Okay, so you can clearly see that the mean of this data would be somewhere around here, the middle line. Okay, and this is the 25%, this is 75%, this is the minimum, and this is the maximum. So in this way you can visualize categorical variable. These three are categorical variables, right? Along with it, there must be a continuous variable. If there is no continuous variable, you cannot plot it. There is no meaning of plotting two categorical variables. Okay, so this is how you can use swarm plot and box plot. Along with it, see, in the previous videos you might have seen that I have only given swarm plot. I was not saying anything about the box plot and the violin plot as I have written it here. Okay, but it is necessary to know these things as well. Okay, so what is a violin plot? A violin plot is just uh, the swarm plot along with added standard deviation, okay, to get the outermost boundaries. So let me just show you and then you'll realize. Violin plot, let me just remove the color from here. So this is a combination of both swarm plot and box plot. Okay, so this, the white dot that you see here, I think you'll be able to see here, right? The white dot that you see here, that is the mean. This line, the small line that you are seeing here, okay, the small line here, that is 25%. This above line is 75%. This is the maximum, this is the minimum, and this boundary is the added standard deviation. Okay, so if I plot this along with, let's say, it holds the same for iris versicolor and virginica as well. So if I add swarm plot along with this, let's see how we can see it. How will it be visible, right? So you can see, right, it is the added standard deviation, right? So at max it will be deviating this much, right? And this white color that you can still see is the mean of that data. Okay, so you can add the box plot as well. It will look a little bit messy, but let's just see it. Right, you can now visualize it in a better way, I guess. Okay, so this is how you can use these three plots to visualize a categorical variable, right? So these are the only plots that you can use to visualize a categorical variables. Personally, I don't know any other plot that we can use to visualize the categorical variables. If you know any other plot, then kindly comment down below. I'll also gain some knowledge, right? So thank you very much for watching. This was all for today. Have a great day ahead. If you like the video, hit the like and the subscribe button. Also share it with your friends. So bye bye. Have a great day ahead.